Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I am going to be working on building the last ride for the town's fair here. I think it's come along pretty good. I've got a bunch of different rides. We got a merry-go-round, Ferris wheel over there, there's a roller coaster. There's a brand new slide that I built last episode. We got this dropper here. And a bunch of different game tents that have a bunch of different little games that you can play. So it's a pretty good fair. But this is going to be the final ride for it. And it's going to be a swinging ship. Now, if you do have any suggestions for builds that you'd like to see me make sure you post them in the comments. And I will randomly pick one for my next build. So let's go ahead and get started with building the boat. So the first thing I'm going to do is pick a color of wood. Now, I think I'm going to use jungle wood for this. I'm going to go ahead and grab some jungle wood. I'm also going to want to get some jungle wood stairs to build this. And I might as well grab the slabs as well. So there's all my blocks for building the actual boat. The next thing I want to do is grab some sort of block for building the support beams. Now for that I'm going to use stone, so I'm going to grab andesite for that. So I'm going to grab andesite stairs along with the polished andesite block. So now that I've got the blocks here, I can go ahead and start building. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start by building the supports here. So I'm going to put the first one starting here, so that way there's a decent amount of room between the tent and the ride. And then I'm going to build the next one somewhere over here, because in between here is where the boat's going to be. And I want it to be probably like 4, maybe 5 blocks wide. So if this is the boat here, there should be like 2 blocks of room between the supports and the boat. So that's where I'm going to put it. The next thing I want to do is build these supports, kind of like what I did over here with the Ferris wheel. I'm going to build the supports just like this, where I've got the stairs going up and then they meet at this block. I'm going to do the same thing here. But these ones need to go a little bit higher because they're going to attach at the top of the ride. That one attaches in the middle. So I'm going to see how far I can build this up. Hopefully I don't have to extend the fence any further. But I might have to just to get the extra height that I need, because this needs to be pretty tall. Okay, so I've just finished building the supports here. This is what they look like now that it's finished. And it is actually 1 block over, so I am going to have to move this fence. The good thing is I did actually kind of need to move the fence anyways, because it's touching over on this side. So I'm just going to move it out just like 2 more blocks, so that way there's enough space for each of the rides. And it works out perfectly, so I don't have to extend it too far. It almost made it in to where the original fence was. It was just like 1 block over. I can move the whole thing 1 block back that way, but I don't really want to move it. So I'm just going to move the fence. So now that I've got the new fence put in, I can go ahead and work on building the next part of this. So the way I'm going to connect the ship to the supports here is with these quartz blocks. So I went ahead and put these quartz stairs down, and this is going to connect to the ship, which will connect up here, and then this would rotate. But because of Minecraft, you can't actually like rotate things. It's just going to be stationary. But it would normally rotate, and it would take the ship, and it would rocket back and forth. That's how this would work. But I'm going to go ahead and build these quartz stairs down pretty much next to the support beams here. And then once I get them built, I'll start building the actual ship itself. And I might actually raise these up. I think I might cut it off there, or maybe 1 block higher. So that way we're not touching the ground. Because there needs to be, I would say, either 2 or 3 blocks of space in between like the bottom of the boat and the ground. I think 2 should be a good amount. That should be plenty of space. So I might have to raise this up a little bit more. But I did want to just get these built. So that way I've got the supports and I can always break the blocks later. So now that I've got the white support beams here for the ship, I'm going to go ahead and start building the ship itself. So the way I'm going to do this is I wanted to build kind of like a flat bottom here. And then I want to make it slanted using the stairs. So if I use upside down stairs like this, that will make kind of like a slant to the boat. I'm going to build the entire outside made out of the stairs, because you can also turn the stairs like this. So I'll put another set of stairs along here, and then this would be the base of the boat. But on the inside, we're just going to have like a flat floor made out of either wood blocks, or I might even use the slabs. We'll see which one works better. But I'm going to go ahead and start building the outside here with these upside down stairs. The other thing I just realized, I haven't really given myself a lot of space, because these are supposed to attach on the inside here. And if the boat goes out to here, it's going to be rubbing against the side. So I think what I might do is move these one more block. So all I got to do is just add a block onto here, break away this one, and then I should be able to have enough space. So I'm going to go ahead and fix these stairs later, but I do want to at least build the boat out like this far. So I'm going to put the upside down stairs all the way around here, and I want to build this up to, I think, this layer right here. It's going to be like 3 blocks. Should be perfect. So all I have to do now is just kind of build a ring around here with the upside down stairs, and that will build the boat. Alright, so there is the first ring. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the rest of this so I can build the second ring. The second ring is going to go on the inside here, because eventually it's going to end up at hopefully just like one or two blocks connecting. So these 2 blocks here is the point that I stop. So whenever the boat reaches these 2 blocks, that's where I'm just going to put the base of the boat. So I'm going to go through here and just keep putting the upside down stairs around here until I meet those blocks down there on the ground. Okay, so I've just put in all of the stairs here. This is what the boat looks like now. It's kind of just like a straight boat. I want to have it kind of like slanted a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the middle down a few blocks. Because I still have like 1 block of room until I hit the 2 blocks over there. So there is room to do this. So right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this down an extra block, and on the same exact spot, I got to find where that's at. So I got to count these blocks. Alright, so now that is in the middle of the boat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to break away these blocks here and bring this down to this layer in the middle here. And I have to connect the other blocks to it. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to add a corner stair in right there. And then I'm going to put another corner stair on here. It might be easier just to do a solid block instead of the corner stair. And then these end ones, oh, there we go. They both turn the corner stairs. Alright, so this is what it's looking like now. So if I go ahead and get rid of those blocks, and then I just have to get these blocks right here to meet up properly. So now what I need to do is do the same thing that I did on this side over on that side, and that'll make the boat look a little bit better. I do need to add in this solid block over here, And I now need to go on this side and copy what I did over on that side over here. And then this should look a little bit better. Alright, so I finished building the stairs over on the other side here. So now both the sides are exactly the same. The next thing I want to do is I want to go through and put in the quartz stairs here that'll actually connect. So let's bring this one all the way down because this one's actually in the right spot and see where it ends up. So it's going to end up right there. That's where it's going to connect. And then I'm going to build the next one off of here like this. So all I gotta do now is redo the supports on that side, and this should work perfectly. So I'm gonna go ahead and redo these ones over here, and then I'll show you what it looks like once that's done. Okay, so I have just put in the rest of the supports here. I've got them connected up to the boat itself. And I think it looks really good. So the next thing I want to do here is just kind of add some finishing touches to the boat. Like add in maybe some stairs around here. Just to kind of make it slanted a little bit more so it's easier to kind of walk around. The entrance for this is going to be somewhere in the middle here. I think that's the middle bit there. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these 3 blocks. I'm going to go ahead and put corner stairs in like that. And I'm going to add kind of like a little entrance area here. And then I want to build stairs that are going to connect to here. I'm going to do stone stairs for this one because it's kind of like the ride entrance. So it's going to be a different color to the actual ride itself. And now we've got a nice way to get in to the ride, and then this would probably detach once the ride starts, and then this would swing back and forth. So I think this is going to be a really good spot to end the episode here and end the town's fair. I do want to do a quick kind of like a run through of the fair here, so I'll go and clear my inventory. It's been a while since I've been over on this side, but it's the final episode, so I want to at least walk through it and show you what the town's fair looks like. So it starts off with these signs here, so you can head into the fair. This is where you get your tickets. So when the ticket booth is open, this would be open. When it's closed, they just close the doors like that. And then over here is the actual town's fair inside of the fence here. As you can see, we've got a bunch of villagers wandering around here, playing a bunch of different games, riding the different rides. We've got some villagers up on the Ferris wheel. These are the food, drink stands over here, so you can get your food and drinks. There's no one really in there. I do need to add like some chests in there so that you can actually store items. But I do want to ride the roller coaster. Let me get a minecart real quick, so that way I can ride on the roller coaster. So each of these rides have their entrances. So let's go ahead and put a minecart down, and let's ride the roller coaster here. I'll go into third person view, so it's a little bit easier to see. I actually might be better in first person view. It's a better experience. Oh, great. There's people on the track. Alright, we'll go around again one more time in first person view. There's villagers all over the place. They're standing on the fence. They're standing on the track. This is not very safe. But I think this is a pretty good roller coaster. So now that I've done that, let's go play some of the tent games that I've got over here. I've also got the merry-go-round, which at the moment the horses have kind of broken. Okay, so I've got the merry-go-round working again here. It's really difficult to get the timing down, but you can ride the horses here. So you just ride one of the horses, and they'll slowly go around the merry-go-round here. It's not the best setup because it's kind of like bursts. So you go like really fast and then you slow down. It's not like a constant loop, but it at least works, which is good. So once you're done, you just get off the horse and then you can go to your next ride. Now I want to try out some of the games here. It looks like this one broke. I guess the timer got stuck. Alright, so I've got the game working again. So what you have to do in this one is try and cross the bridge here without getting pushed off. Oh, great, I got pushed off. I might have set it to where it's like impossible, because I changed the delay on the different repeaters because I had to reset it. Oh wait, oh, I wasn't able to get past it. So there is actually a stopping point to where you can actually go through. Yeah, right there. So it is possible to get across, but you have to like run really fast. And you have to run at the right time. That's a really fun game. The next one I've got here is the hit the target game. So you can grab a bow and arrow, try and hit a bullseye, and if you can get one, the light will light up. There it goes. So you gotta try and hit a bullseye, and that will give you the light. And then once you get enough points, you can buy the different prizes. So up here we've got different heads. So you can grab one of these heads as your reward. Might as well put this on. There we go. There's my dragon head that I won. So the final game that I've got here is the balloon pop game. So the way this one works is you fill up each of the targets here with balloons. Wait, let me get that balloon over there in the middle. So now you've got all your different balloons. You've got your bow, and you have to try and pop the balloons. And then once the balloons pop, they fall down to the ground. And you get 7 arrows to try and get all 7 targets. So I was able to get all of them there. So I can go ahead and pick up all of the balloons, put them back in here for the next person to play. But that is all of the different games. Let's try some of the rides here. So this is the newer one that I built last episode, which this is the kart racing. So this is the big slide race. So you'll have each of your different minecarts here. You press this button, and then they're all gonna go down, and whoever makes it to the bottom first wins. Now, the carts are kind of rigged to where they're all gonna go at different times anyways, but it's at least a really fun game to play. So you can ride all the way down to the bottom in one of these minecarts. And then the newest ride here, which is this one. Forgot to get rid of these test blocks. I'll go ahead and do that real quick. But this is the swinging ship here. So you can sit wherever you want, and it'll rock back and forth. So that is the Towns Fair complete. If you do have any suggestions for something that you would like to see me make sure you post it in the comments, and I will randomly pick one to build for next time. But that's going to be it for today, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.